Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Howie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Take a look at the Hawks, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far. And they're definitely the team to beat.
And right now for the Hawks, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Andrew Nembhard. Also, James out there. And it's Clemens in at the center, locking down the middle. And for New Orleans, we've got Khalil Ware. Marks is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's King. And it's Flanders in at the shooting guard. And so James will bring it up for the Hawks. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Barnes. And Stan, talking about this matchup for a second, when it comes to moving the ball, these two teams have to be considered two of the very best at it.
Couldn't agree more, Kevin. Both of these groups, very selfish. Got to give a lot of credit to these coaching staffs for getting their guys to buy in on a team-first mentality. That makes for some tremendous team chemistry. And by the way, it wins a lot of games, too.
So it's the Hawks now. The Pelicans make their last shot. From deep, James. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Got a piece of it. Pass to Marks. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Flanders over James. Shot's good by Flanders.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
James, the pass to Clemens. A three. And it's Grantham missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Barnes. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Nembhard.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's the only option.
First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first.
Shooting for Atlanta, Andrew Nembhard, taking 2 shots.
That one misses. King outside. Pass to Marks. Takes a 3. Down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
James outside. Here's Clemens. He's defended by Ware. Now Nembhard. The tray. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. King outside. Pass to Marks. Fires the 3. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Nembhard, the pass to Grantham. Back to Nembhard. Just 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. James misses.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
James against King. Pass to Marks. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. The Hawks trail by 7. Here's James. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Takes the 3. Oh, good on that one. For New Orleans, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Now here's James. Still scoreless. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Martin with it. It's Nembhard on the wing. Six to shoot. Pass to Clemens. Shoots over Ware. Clemens, no good.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
Now here's King, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover here. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Take a look at the Hawks. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And when you look at where the Pelicans are, they retain their spot at number 2 in the rankings, and they've got staying power. They're as stable as they are dominant. I don't see them slipping down that list anytime soon.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. While we've got a moment here, the top free throw shooters in the league. Take a look at Slim, one of the league's best, 3rd in free throw percentage.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Grantham. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, James. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Took him no time at all on that one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Nembhard, the pass to Clemens. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
So, Coach, here we are in the heart of the NBA season. We can only hope that the second half is as good as the first half of the season.
Well, you're right. We saw some incredible moments in those first few months. But that's what you love about this game. Players these days, Kevin, are capable of doing the spectacular on a nightly basis.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Hawks trail by 7. Now, Nembhard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Tries from the block, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Hawks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Now here's Ellis. He has yet to score. Unloads from 13. That's good on the jump shot.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Nembhard against King. Outside, James. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Pass to Blackman. Now here's Ellis. To the inside. Here's King. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Here's Nembhard, and they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yeah.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. 9-point game. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Bryson Daniels is out there with Whitehead. Then it's Okongwu. And then there's Zachary Riesesheim. And it's Clemens in at the four-man position. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. The Hawks trail by 11. And here's Daniels. Over to the wing. There's a screen. Here's Riesesheim. Jacks up a three. Lets it go with a three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Pass to Ellis. No good from outside. The Hawks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Back to Riesesheim. Hawks passing it around. And it's off from three-point range. New Orleans leading by 8. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Daniels. And it's King with the rebound. King's got 5 rebounds tonight. Barnes passes to King. Pass to Ellis. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Barnes has got his first basket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Riesesheim. Here's Clemens. Covered by Kamara. Pelicans pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Here's Ellis. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Hawks trail by 10. Daniels into the lane. Count it.
Flashing his athleticism there. I like when Daniels goes right at the rim.
Timeout call here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Still ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly on All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
James checked in for Atlanta. He doesn't get the second one. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change, but your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
The Hawks trail by 7. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Scotty Barnes is letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Back to Daniels. Here's the screen. Pass to Riesesheim. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pelicans leading by 5. King, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Now James. Rizachet with it. 8 points for him. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Kamare.
Yeah, and that 3-point shot, it really has looked off here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Daniels. Down low. Clemens with the buckets. Clemson's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Barnes at the elbow. Back to King. And he converts the layup. And it's 6 points for Slim.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
Pass to Rizachet. They set the pick. Drills it from outside. Rizachet's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, that's his 3rd triple of the game and his 2nd in this quarter. He is heating up.
Rizachet sets the screen for Daniels. King with the block.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Barnes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Grantham's checked in, and Martin subbed in for Whitehead. The Hawks trail by 6. Now Nembhard. Pass to Grantham. On the wing, James. Hawks passing it around. It's Nembhard on the wing. Puts it up from 12. Here's Clemens. He's guarded by Ellis, and the basket is good.
Well, after struggling in the first period, he's turned it around. You can see the confidence growing.
They set the pick. And Ellis throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
King against Nembhard. James left side. Cranes the 3-pointer. James has got 6.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Pass to Ellis. Barnes sets a screen for Ellis. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
James, the pass to Grantham. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. Over Barnes. And it's Martin missing.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
Back to Kamara. Pass to Barnes. Here's Ellis. Here's Blackman. And here is King. Nembhard covering. Back to Kamara. Here's the 3. The rebound by James.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Pass to Nembhard. Steps back and fires. King against Nembhard. King outside. Here's Kamare. Here's Blackman to end the cold streak. They get it back from deep. Ellis. Here's King, a second chance effort. Shoots over Nembhard. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to James. Here's Nembhard. There's the screen. Outside Martin. Here's Grantham. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Pelicans leading by 3. And New Orleans pushing it up now. King against Nembhard. Pass to Grantham. Over Blackman. And Grantham gets it to go. Grantham's got his first 2 points of the night.
Sometimes you have to ignore the analytics. There is value in the mid-range if that's who's shooting it.
Atlanta making a switch here. Reason it's a tie game in New Orleans. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
46. The Hawks. 46. All right, fans. Let's wrap it up.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest. And I have a question. Between you two, who would win a three-point contest if Kenny were blindfolded?
If I knew, Ernie, where I was standing, like right at the top of the circle, I'd still be.
No, you wouldn't, because you wouldn't see me blocking your shots.
Ooh, extra points for creativity, big fella. Getting back to the New Orleans Pelicans, what a tight first half.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Zachary Rizeshay has been, in a word, sensational.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Marks is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's King. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Flinders in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The Pelicans shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Count that one. 8 points for Slim.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
James outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Nembhard, the pass to Grantham. Back to Nembhard. On the wing, James. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
King, the pass to Ware. Bangs home the trifecta. Ware's got 5 points so far.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
And James gets it to go.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Flanders. Here's Marks from past the arc. Kept alive.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And Slim picks up the foul.
King.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And so it's Atlanta with it. They trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Outside, Martin. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Clement. Rejected.
They haven't found their rhythm here in the third. Missing 4 of their first 5 attempts.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, I'll be matching up with Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. And then on Tuesday, I'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Martin dishes to James. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Inside, intercepted. Finders the pass to Barnes. Misses from close range.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
They set the screen. King against Nimhar. 5 to shoot. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Shooting for Atlanta.
And it's tied up with that one. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Pass to James. King with the steal. Here's Ellis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ellis has got 6.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
To the paint. Here's Grantham. Can't hit from in close. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Nimhard against Garnett. There's the pick. To the inside. There's the steal. Nimhard against King. Nimhard the pass to James. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 11.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Ellis. Eason, a screen on James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
And Ellis drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
James looking around. Pass to Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over King. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Second.
This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. Pelicans, number 1.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Nembhard. King outside. Pass to Ware. Garnett dishes to Ware. King outside. Tries it from 9. Misses off the left iron. The Hawks trail. Nembhard with it. Outside, James. Back to Nembhard. From deep three-point land. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Now let's check out some stats for Martin. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Nembhard, and Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 9 rebounds now tonight. King, the pass to Garnett. Rebound by the Hawks. On the wing, James. He's guarded by Ellis. With the fadeaway. And it's James missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And they pick up 2.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Clemens. Here's Grantham. Defended by Garnett. And it's blocked. And they recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And a moment to see numbers for Slim. And he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds. What a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Zachary Rizachet's checked in for the Hawks. Daniels comes in for Andrew Nembhard. Ware finds Eason. Here's Garnett. Back to Eason. Connects from three-point range. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
And that one's good. Rizachet.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Garnett outside. Pass to Ware. New Orleans moving it around. Bounce pass from Garnett. Ellis, the pass to King. Eason, the screen. King's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 4. On the wing, James. Defended by Garnett. Now, Rizachet. 17 points in the game. Here's Daniels. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Ellis, right side. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got James. He's out there with Dyson Daniels. Okongwu is out there with Rizachet. And it's Clemens in at the 4th.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Outside, James. Okongwu with the screen for James. And he's good on the 3-ball. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Pass to Houston. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Outside Daniel. From the arc. Houston with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And stolen by James. Looking to end his cold spell.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
King with it, and Daniels picks him up defensively. Pass to Houston. A 3-pointer, no good. The Hawks trail by 7. Here's Rizachet. Daniels from outside as he pulls it in.
Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
Daniels against King, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Tari Eason's checked in for Garnett, and then for Atlanta. Grantham's checked in, and Martin subbed in for Rizachet. Pass to Houston. Down low, here's Bassey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
Bassey hits them both. The Hawks trail by 9. Nemhard with it. To the middle. Here's Clemens. From deep, James. Bassey pulls it in.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And Slim picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, that's his 4th foul. Got to be careful now.
Outside, Martin. Nemhard against King. There's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pelicans leading by 7. Pass to Houston. Here's Blackman. Inside, and stolen by James. And Nemhard has it in the corner. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
3 points.
And now it's just a 4-point Pelican lead. Now here's King from outside the arc. Rebound, Atlanta. Grantham's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Nemhard on the wing. James outside. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And Houston gets it to go. Houston's got 5 points now this quarter. The Hawks trail by 6. Now Nemhard. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Grantham passes to Nemhard. Clock at 6. Yep, that one goes in there.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And here is King. Lets it fly from 18.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Martin with the screen for Nembhard. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And stolen by Barnes. Here's Flanders.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
King outside, poked away, and stolen by James. King against Nembhard. And the layup is off. Pelicans leading by 6. Barnes, layup no good. Outside Nembhard. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Clemens. He's defended by Ware. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. New Orleans has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Knocks down the 3.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest and guard.
Here's Clemens. He's defended by Ware. It's blocked. Barnes looking around. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
New Orleans ball.
He'll put it up there. 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. Let's lose a 3. Not gonna go.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
They've led by as many as 11 points. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. 15 foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Both at the line. It's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. 11 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Got it to go.
Martin. Assistant. Andrew Nembhard.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Slim.